Hey everyone, it is me, Fashion Coder, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be going over what happened last night at the Hex conference. So I have a little bit of insight into what Richard was saying when he was reading the dev notes. It was kind of confusing while listening to it, but I actually ended up making a list of vocab words that we can learn beforehand so we'll understand better what he's talking about as we watch this video. Before we get started though, if you are interested in supporting in any other way, feel free to like, subscribe if you like this content. I also have my other social medias linked right below in the comments. And if you're interested in supporting in a monetary way, then there are options down there. But honestly, I'm just glad you're here. So thanks for being here and let's get started. So I have this list. Also, huge shout out to Maddie for putting on the Hex conference. It was absolutely amazing. And if you didn't watch it, go back and watch parts. Richard was on yesterday and it was seriously awesome. Like, it was cool to be able to watch him, but also it was so neat to see the community come together and put on the conference. And Maddie was the one that put it on, but everyone who showed up to be a part of it. All right, so we have, let's see, 6 different vocab terms. I feel like I'm a teacher right now, but we're going to go with it. So I have 6 different vocab terms right here that Richard uses when he's talking about the dev notes. And so some of these I had no clue what they were, so I did Google searches on almost all of these actually. And here we go. All right, so Aragon Protocol. So he calls it Aragon, is a new generation software that allows enterprises to create and manage DAOs on the Ethereum blockchain. Lighthouse, open source Ethereum consensus client, which is written in Rust. That's a programming language. And then Geth, this is the one that really got me. It's that Go language. So this was months ago, it was probably 7 months ago. I made a video on this. I will link it right here. And it compares Solidity, the programming language, to Go, the programming language. Anyways, Geth is Go ETH, is what it means. So Geth, and he says this in it, is the official Ethereum. Let's fix that. The official Ethereum client for building decentralized applications using the Go programming language. Awesome. Prism protocol, blockchain protocol, which is designed to achieve a natural scaling of Bitcoin's performance while maintaining its full security guarantees. So that's somehow used within Ethereum and then PULSECHAIN as well. And then he explained something called the Block Explorer, which I had never heard of. And this is just something in crypto in general, but an online tool that enables you to search for real-time and historical information about a blockchain, including data related to blocks, transactions, addresses, and more. And then the consensus layer deals with the enforcement of network rules that describes what nodes within the network should do to reach consensus about the broadcasted transactions. Basically, the consensus layer is the rulebook. And it's one of the 3 layers within a blockchain. All right. I would love to know how many of those words you actually knew. I knew what a consensus layer was, and I didn't know that Geth stood for the Go Ethereum. So I'm going to say I got 2. Let me know how many of those words or terms you actually knew, because I would love to know in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to leave this list. Oops, did not mean to do that. I'm going to leave this list up as we go through and watch what was talked about last night. Also, once again, Maddie, seriously, thank you so much.
Loaded question. Do you love me or Ivan on Tech more? And wasn't the community super nice last time you gave an update on Pulse? And isn't it cool that I have no expectations for you to give a PulseChain update?
Well, I mean, I could read to you what devs are telling me, but I barely understand what they're saying. So the chance of you guys understanding it, pretty slim. We can give it a shot if you want.
That'd be great.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Once we've verified and integrated LH and Aragon, this should be good to go. Been doing early testing with this on pre-release net. And upon syncing Aragon node, dude, I don't understand what they're typing. The project, I'll give you another one. The project has continued to evolve And with the latest iteration, I've added Lighthouse and a Prism Geth Lighthouse / Geth multi-node setup. This is great for local development. It has been helpful in testing the overflow conditions to verify our fixes, which is basically we have so many extra digits that in any of the software that we're forking, we have to change all the storage slots from this big to this big. And then you have to run all the tests to make sure that they all pass across 3 different softwares, so Geth and Lighthouse and Prism. And so Geth and Prism is like the recommended stuff that you're going to run for consensus. And then Lighthouse, actually I might have them flipped, Lighthouse and Prism. One of them is what's recommended for consensus. The other one is what is needed to support the block explorer. And so what you run into is like even in mainnet Ethereum, most people's reporting tools used to use parity. I guess they use Aragon now. And then their actual consensus kind of money stuff uses Geth. And now an extra thing because they did the merge. So the way the merged work is now there's 2 EXEs that you run, and then you have a secret code that allows them to talk in between each other. One handles mining blocks and running the EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine. This stuff is so complicated, dude. So like, okay, so in order to do all this, you need to modify the minimum staking amount, modify the storage slots, run your own everything, Beacon Chain, Explorer, the 2 different Prism Lighthouse code softwares. And then you have to be able to do continuous integration so that when you upgrade stuff and test it and say it's okay, it gets deployed to all of the server infrastructure. And then you've got other things like a staking front end that lets people become stakers easily. Like I'm seeing screenshots of, God, this stuff's so complicated. Yeah, I'm seeing screenshots of a staking launchpad for V3. So like V3 is so close. But look, every time I've said that, it's been terribly late. So like, it's just the devs are doing dev things. They're very complicated. And this is the stuff you can kind of understand, but it gets worse. Like if you go into the scripts that like set up and tear down the testnet, it's all of this. I don't even remember what it's called. I don't remember the scripting language they're using to set up all.
All right. So there we have it. So there are all the different things that are going on. It's close, but who knows when it's actually going to come out for V3. But it's going to be great to have that new launchpad. I'm really excited to see what it looks like because things are going to be different. And it's going to be awesome. So PulseChain launch, who knows if it'll be 2023. I really hope it will be. But I think that at least V3 will come out this year as they move forward within all of their different code. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.